hop out the Wraith. Touchdown, bad bitch, oh, she give me face.
What's up, guys? It's your girl Amber Lay, and I'm back with the takeoff. Today I got Conso with me. Say what's up.
Yo, what's up?
Now, first things first, where are you born and raised? Who you reppin'?
From Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Grew up with my mom, my father, but they split up when we was about 13. I got heavy into sports, heavy into music. That was always my escape whenever things got a little too tough. I can always get into that. Bought my first guitar when I graduated high school. Been playing ever since, and just creating.
So where are you at now?
Rapping.
No, location-wise.
Oh, I'm in Bayonne, New Jersey.
Bayonne, Jersey City. That's up at Jersey City, right?
Right next door.
So your upbringing, you said that you got your first guitar in high school. So when did you realize that music was what you wanted to do?
Almost immediately, right after I got that guitar. I taught myself how to play. I spent at least 8 hours a day just, you have a guitar and at first you can't do anything with it, and some people will just give up on it. But for me, I really liked the way it sounded, so I was just like, I gotta know how to do this. So every day I was just 8 hours a day. I played hockey at that time, so played semi-pro, yeah, hockey. So I played semi-pro, so daytime I was practice, and then after practice, I was at home just learning.
So real quick, before we turn the cameras on, we all thought you were Dominican. What is your nationality / ethnicity?
I'm black and white.
Okay. Okay, Sus is black and white too. I know a lot of people that are half and half.
Yeah, everyone thinks I'm not Dominican now. Sometimes Puerto Rican.
But see, the thing is, y'all look it though. Every single friend I have that's half black and half white, y'all all look Dominican.
No one ever guesses.
No,
ever.
I wouldn't have guessed it. Yeah. I thought it was something completely different. So after you taught yourself how to play the guitar, when did you realize that you wanted to do something more with that? So that's when you started picking up rapping?
No, actually back then, I'd say that was in 2001. So back then I was trying to do like this little rock thing that,
Okay.
I guess the rapping came out, that was more recent, I guess. I always liked hip hop music. I like rock music. I was always influenced by anything just real where you can get someone's feeling. I guess hip hop came later when I wanted to I felt more in tune with that, more in touch with hip hop. So I just started rapping. That was probably about 2 years ago, a year ago. I bought myself a studio just so I could record at home, and that's when I started taking it really seriously.
Okay, so who are your inspirations music-wise?
Well, I mean, first and foremost, I gotta say J. Cole. Whenever I listen to his albums, I'm just like, man, he's not always saying the most deep things, but a lot of time he is saying some deep things. And I just appreciate that. Now, I don't always rap about the most deep things, but it's nice to just be able, it was nice for me to hear him be versatile like that. And I just realized, I want to do this. But then there's Biggie, there's Nas, there's Tupac, there's,
the greats, the legends.
Yeah, the legends. Meek Mill right now, like,
that's my favorite.
He's like on another level, And sometimes you hear his stuff and you're like, man, I feel like I should just give up rapping because this dude is just like, I'm just saying because he's just so deep, but I mean, it just inspires you, it pushes you to want to do more.
But did you see how he got to that level of greatness from the nappy braids and the mixtape days to coming up and then all of a sudden dating Nicki, then beefing, and everyone said, remember when everyone said that he was done, and then after he got in jail, he hit rock bottom, what he felt was rock bottom, and he came back up and he elevated, he grew from it, he learned from it, and now his mission is way more than just music, and that's what makes everyone root for him now. Because before, everyone was saying he was a walking L, but you can come back from that. So I don't ever want you to think that just because you see somebody else doing their thing that it makes you any less. Because here's how I think of it: everyone has their own lane, right? You can swerve lanes as much as you want to, but you got your own destination, you got your own future. So if you truly believe in yourself, you're gonna reach to his level. You're gonna get to where he's at.
Facts. It's about perseverance, That's exactly the main thing in this game.
And he never gave up, and the people that loved him never gave up on him either. So while we're on this topic of growth, since we're talking about Meek, how do you feel like you've grown from high school until now, becoming the entertainer, artist, rapper that you are now?
Well, I'd say life is about choices and decisions that you make. For a long time I made a lot of bad decisions, and those decisions have ramifications, you know what I mean? For a long time, my family didn't want anything to do with me. My decisions led me to being in the streets, just scraping to get by, you know. I was fortunate enough to realize that the way I was living was wrong, and it was only gonna lead me to jail or a graveyard. And now I get to chase my dreams. A lot of people don't get to, you know, see the wrongs in what they're doing and chase their dreams. I'm doing both right now, so I'm happy to be able to do that.
It's a learning process, and it all comes with how you grow as a person, how you grow as an artist, how you're growing as a man, just in general. So we're gonna get a little bit deeper into that towards the end of the interview, because I want to jump into your music really quick. So you have a new single out that dropped last week. It's called You Gotta Wait.
Yes.
And who was the producer?
Johnny Waves from Oregon.
And from Oregon.
Yeah.
How did that come about?
Just followed him on Instagram. I saw some of his posts, and then I was like, yo, that sounds tight. So I went on his like little thing and clicked his link. We were in contact through DM a little bit. It's like, you know, you send someone you like someone, you send a comment, someone's gonna be like, oh yeah, thanks for the comment. We started off like that. I went and checked out some of his tracks. I said, yo, we should work together. He's just like, yo, check out some tracks. I copped like 3 from him. You Gotta Wait really popped out of me. I wrote it in like, I don't know, 2 hours, and then that's it.
And then you said that you have, well, what was the inspiration behind the single before I hop on to the next topic? You just felt the beat and you were
I just felt the beat. Sometimes you have, my writing process, sometimes I'm going through something, and then I'll write about that, or sometimes I just hear the beat and then, you know, 2 hours later I got a song and I don't even know where it came from sometimes. That's just how I
So it's all just how you feel at the time. That's dope. Because everyone's writing process is different. So we're going to premiere that at the end of the show.
Bet.
But you also have an upcoming project that you said is in the works, right? You want to talk about that a little bit?
It's untitled. We have a few tracks already done. It should be ready for you early spring. No title, like I said, but it's going to be hot. 2019 is going to be a hot year for concept.
Okay, so you're not going to have a title for it?
Not yet.
Are you releasing any visuals for it?
We're going to actually film a video for You Gotta Wait here in the next couple weeks. And then I'm going to drop another single right after that. It's going to be great. I'm not going to tell you too much about the next single and the video.
Because you want to focus on You Gotta Wait, which is
facts.
Perfectly fine. So who did you collaborate with for the upcoming project? Is it a mixtape, EP, album?
I'd say it's going to be an EP. Today, like, you know, 7 songs for people is like an album.
Yeah.
To me, that's like an EP. But, you know, I would say it's going to be close to like 7, 8 songs, something like that. So, like, EP/album, depending on how you want to look at it.
Funny that you say that, because I manage an artist and he goes by the name of Coney. He messaged me one day. He's like, can my album be 7 songs? I'm like, no, because that's an EP. And he's like, so how many songs do I need? I'm like, you need at least 10 to call it an album. At least that's what I think. But it's funny how everyone has like different versions of what they consider an EP, an album, or a mixtape. We got it.
To me, it's an EP. 7 songs is an EP.
Yeah,
so I'm gonna put out an EP, but you know, if you want to call it an album, whatever you want to call it, I'm cool with it. As long as you fuck with it.
So we're expecting the music video to drop next month, right?
Yes.
For You Gotta Wait. Perfect. I would love to see that. So we're going to get more personal, because like I told you before, that the Takeoff celebrates strength, we acknowledge growth, and that is the whole concept behind my show. So, you feel me? I did that on purpose. So, I want you to tell us of a struggle story, because remember you mentioned before that you were scraping up change to get by, and I feel like that's something a lot of entrepreneurs, a lot of artists, creatives in general go through. And I want you to tell a story of how you even got to that point and how you were fortunate enough to pick yourself up from that and to be here today.
This is tough to really talk about for me, but
you got alcohol in there? What's up?
Nah, it's just water. I don't be drinking. So, you know, a lot of people get into, right now what's going on in hip hop, a lot of people are talking about drugs and they're glorifying. Well, I don't think drugs are anything really to glorify, you know, because it can bring people to their knees, you know, and that's what kind of happened with me. I got involved with the wrong things. I was doing the wrong things, and you know, it could take everything from you. It took a lot from me. A lot of people don't get a chance to be sitting on a show or rapping or talking to you about their dreams. For me, I had to really get real with myself. I had to get real with God. I had to lean on people who were close to me to really help me out of that situation because it's real. You know, people are on there talking about lean. Yo, those people are waking up sick every day, you know, and they're like, yo, I'm double cupping, I'm doing this and that. That's not cool to me, you know. So I might talk shit when I rap or whatever, but I'm never gonna glorify that stuff because, you know, younger people listen to music and they're gonna think. A lot of young kids think it's cool to just do lean and pop pills or do whatever. It's not cool because it could take everything from you. It took a lot from me, and I'm lucky, like I said before, to even be sitting here because that lifestyle only leads you to jail or a graveyard. That's it.
So you're a father, right? So I'm gonna publicly tell you guys something that I never told people before. Only a few of my close friends know. I was gonna opt out of the music industry because it was just getting so frustrating trying to bring meaning back to music and everyone else just doesn't seem to care about it. So in the back of my head, I took a step back. I took probably a month or two off, and then it was just like, but I don't want to be the person to sit here and complain about what my kids listen to in the future when I could have had a chance to change that and to contribute to that. So I feel like that's something that you could hold on to being a father, because like you said, kids listen to these songs, and all we're doing is glorifying bitches, hoes, drugs, alcohol, lean, weed all the time, and that's cool and all, but there needs to be a balance where it's just like you have your turn up music and you have your fun, whatever, but you also need the J. Cole, you need the Kendrick Lamar, you need the Meek Mill, and people aren't seeing it like that. So I'm very glad that you brought that up, and I thank you for sharing that story with me. So since you got vulnerable with me, I'm gonna get vulnerable with you, right? Because this is your first interview. I had to stop drinking last year around November, December, because one of my good friends passed away. So
sorry to hear that.
It's okay. So what I did was I drank all the time, smoked weed all the time, drank all the time, was never sober. And then one day after I left, I guess I passed out on my bed, looked up and was like, don't know how I got home. My phone is being blown up because my friends thought something happened to me because apparently they took my keys and I went and grabbed them back and drove anyway. So I vowed that I wasn't gonna drink like that from that point on.
Bet.
So
props.
I feel you with the drinking situation. I definitely calmed down. I have like a beer here and there. I have a shot or two, but definitely not drinking away the pain, not abusing drugs.
A lot of people don't know how to cope with their feelings, you know, so they just, you know, something's going wrong, so I'm gonna get fucked up, and then the problem with that is you still gotta deal with those problems because they ain't never get fixed.
Because it's still there, and it will lead to self-destruction, and that's what we're trying to tell you, to stay clear of all of that. So we got real deep for a minute, right? We're gonna bring it back to the positive side. So what would you say is your biggest accomplishment as a person, not even just as an artist, as a man, as a father?
Well, my biggest accomplishment is leaving that old lifestyle behind me. You know, because like I said, a lot of people don't get a chance to do that. So as a man, that's my greatest achievement. Having kids, that's a great achievement as well. You know, I'm grateful for all my kids and everything. In terms of music, my music career is just getting started right now. But I'm fortunate enough to be on a show like this with you. Thank you for having me.
Thanks for being here.
Of course, I'm fortunate enough to get to work with some really dope creatives. You know, shout out Johnny Wave, shout out Foreign God, shout out Real Mestizo. These are all people I get to work with. The studio I work out of in Clifton, One Utopia Records. Shout out I Am Mazin Ali. It's dope working with these types of people, you know, because in the studio at my house, I'm creating by myself, and it gets a little tedious because, you know, I'm recording the track, then I gotta write it, then I gotta find the tracks, then I gotta go back and overdub, and then, you know, now I'm fortunate enough to just work with this dude, and, you know, we're pretty much on the same wavelength, so that really helps just the process. You know, we bang out songs just like that, and I'm thankful to finally be able to just work with dope people and create music, because I feel like creating music isn't just about just you in your room or your little studio. It's about doing it with somebody. You know, I want to hear someone's idea. Like if I'm gonna rap something and I think it's dope, but they think it's whack, I want to hear that. It's like, yo man, that's whack. It's like,
why?
Yeah. You know, so
because you have to cater to different audiences.
Exactly.
You feel me? So what was the most valuable lesson you learned coming out of 2018?
The most valuable lesson I'd say is probably just realizing that there's so much more to music than just having talent. You know, you can't just have talent, because there's tons of people who don't really have talent, but they work their ass off and they're getting paid for music. So you have to, my biggest lesson I'd say is just realizing that I have to have a strong work ethic. I have to work harder than the next guy. I have to work harder than everybody, just so that I can be heard, you know. And there's a lot of work that goes into making your music heard. So that would be the most valuable lesson.
I like that. I like that a lot. So what would your advice be to yourself coming into 2019?
Read every book about music promotion. Read every book about the music industry. Read Jay-Z's book. How did he go from dealing drugs to being $1 billion business? You know what I mean? Like, those are all things that I need to do, because that's where I want to be. You know, what's the point of being like, yo, I want to be an alright rapper? No, I want to be the best. I want to be at the top of the game.
You gotta study the greatest.
Yeah, so you have to study. You know, work diligently. Write every day, you know, learn from your mistakes, be resilient. You know, you're gonna hear no's a lot, but you know, you keep working to hear that yes. I'm never gonna stop.
And you never should. Also read self-help books.
Facts.
Self-help books. Learn about the universe. Last question, and it's my favorite question to ask. What do you want your legacy to be?
Well, my legacy, you know, that's a long way off before I'm dead and gone, but
you could be a walking legend.
Who knows, you know, but what I want is more for my kids. I want my kids to be able to look at their dad and say, yo, he did everything he could to make his dreams come true. You know, it doesn't matter. There's gonna be a lot of people who tell you can't do it. Your wallet's gonna say, yo, you can't really do this, but I want them to know that I persevered and I worked through all types of adversity. I came from the bottom, and I might not be at the top, but I'm gonna keep fighting until I get there. That's how I want to be remembered.
I fuss with that. So it's your girl, Amber Lay. You gotta sign out. Social media and where they can find your music.
Concept the Commodore at Instagram. Look at concept_the Commodore. Follow me.
It's your girl, Amber Lay, man in Vietnam __. I'm out.
Niggas see me, no strap. Niggas slip, niggas sit, niggas sit. Niggas talking like they rats. Nigga, fuck them niggas at. Nigga,
Oh, that's Johnny Way.
How about the Wraith? Touchdown, bad bitch, oh, she give me face. Bustin' out rolling and show that you cannot even see the face. I'm a controlling nigga, she been blowing my line. You gotta wait, huh? How about the Wraith? Touchdown, bad bitch, oh, she give me face. Bustin' out rolling and show that you cannot even see the face. I'm a controlling nigga, she been blowing my line. You gotta wait, huh? You gotta wait for days, she fell in love with the ace of spades. I'm in the Cooper King, whip it up, ooh your bass. We don't ride the same, heated exchange, I'm out of your range. Blue cheese on my enchilada, got green now ensalada. Looking clean in that Fendi Prada, got grams and I got a lot of hoes down like the team strong, yeah, they're running your casa. Fucking on pop stars, on top of the cop cars, we living like rock stars. You come for my chips and I'm busting that shit like blocka. How about the Wraith? Touchdown, bad bitch, oh, she give me face. Bustin' out rolling and show that you cannot even see the face. I'm a controlling nigga, she been blowing my line. You gotta wait, huh? How about the Wraith? Touchdown, bad bitch, oh, she give me face. Bustin' out rolling and show that you cannot even see the face. I'm a controlling nigga, she been blowing my line. You gotta wait, huh? Then all them all in the wrist. Buy the Bosky out with the flip. Put that CC on the clutch. I'm slick Rick with that drip. Yeah, I'm going up. Don't care if they show me love. Bitch wanna watch my kids. She wanna slurp me up. Niggas feeling like I ain't even earned this shit. I ain't do it for fame, I do it 'cause I'm tired of burning shit. Niggas wanna pop that shit, they end up on a gurney quick. I ain't a man of too many words, I'ma let that Uzi spit. If you duck, your crew get hit. Remember the days we pull up in Camrys just to flip them packs? Now I'm cooling in the back of the Maybach, watching my paper stack. Don't you worry about your bitches, I ain't gon' hit her back. I fucked in her best friend at the same time, nigga, that's back to back. Y'all don't feel me. How about the Wraith? Touchdown, bad bitch, oh, she give me face. Bustin' out rolling and show that you cannot even see the face. I'm a controlling nigga, she been blowing my line. You gotta wait, huh? How about the Wraith? Touchdown, bad bitch, oh, she give me face. Bustin' out rolling and show that you cannot even see the face. I'm a controlling nigga, she been blowing my line. You gotta wait, huh?